All right. Hey, how you doing? This is Eric from Amp Live, the Amp Live Real Estate Show here for Thursday Deals Day. Or how about some coffee and deals, right? We got some awesome stuff that we're rolling out. So I'm going to take the next 5, 10, 15 minutes. I'm going to be the host for you for the Amp Live Real Estate Show through Amp Live TV. Got something awesome and special for you. Let me see what we got up in here real quick. I'll put my little rock and roll. See if that jumps in there. There it is. Oh, wait. Boom. There it is. If you have any questions, hit me up in the chat. And then obviously this is just live, raw, and uncut through Amp Live TV. This is being streamed live across several social media platforms. Make sure we got everything here. Okay. And I guess the order of the day for today is obviously, yes, deals and coffee. Had some training today. So I'm going to go through it. We have what's called the Amp Live, as a public service announcement, Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. So it's the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator specifically just for you. I don't care if you're seasoned or you're agent, you're a broker, you're a newbie, doesn't matter. This is all about rock and roll and deals. It's creative real estate investing. It does have wholesaling that has sub 2 in it, creative real estate investing, as well as lease options. There's going to be some stuff that most people don't talk about anymore. But you got to remember, old school is new school and new school is old school. Everything comes in cycles. So, you always got to keep your axe sharpened, right? So that's what we're doing here. So that's what we have for you. So it'll be in the chat. So I believe there'll be a little advert in there and you can click the link. It is for a pre-launch. Okay. So, the price is the price. Obviously, I guarantee you right now, Chad, looking at everything and what we're building out, it's in construction right now. Obviously, and a bunch of things that we're dropping, the whole kitchen sink kind of sorted in there for you, because obviously it's all about results. You want results. You want to be able to see results. You want to be able to get deals, talk to sellers, work deals without trying to figure everything out. Now, I know how that feels because a long time ago when I got started, it was all about like it was real estate investing. Do I have the money? Do I have good credit? How am I going to buy these properties? How am I even going to fix and flip? I know nothing about contracting or contracts. Just contracts were like overwhelming at the time. Because you don't want to make any mistakes. You don't want to get in trouble. You don't want to get somebody else in trouble. And, and then there's the real estate, licensing and all that good stuff, and non-licensing and agents and brokers and lenders. There's a lot of stuff that goes in there. But this is not to overwhelm you. The bottom line is that that's what's there, right? That's why people hire professional real estate agents and brokers to, get their property sold, as well as investors, right? Investors are professionals and they go buy properties and they fix and flip and buy and hold and all that good stuff. And, a lot of people want to get into that business. So that's what this is about. This is actually a gift to you. And for us, we're actually launching it. This is, I guess number 7. And I had built it out 6 times, scrapped it, said no. But this is number 7, right? So lucky 7. We're going to rock and roll. We're going to hand this over to you at the end of the day. Looks like we got a shadow there a little bit. I'm not sure. Let me see. Do this, see how that works. Is that a little better? Maybe not. Okay. Now we got some light glaring over here. It is what it is. We got these lights over here. So let me see. This is okay. Yeah, we should be good. All right. It is what it is. Let me see what we got here with the glasses and stuff. Okay. Let me take a look at this again. See that? Yeah, that looks, it might be better just to open them all up. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Fuck it. There's a little bit of glare down there. Let's do that. Okay. Oh, that's still down there. Oh, it's coming from over here. We're not going to get rid of that. Light. We'll let that roll. It's all good. Okay. So live, raw, real, and uncut. So let's get into it. As you can see, there's a QR code right there, right? Now it's the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. Now, obviously, it's all being built out for you. And the first 50 is for the first 50, okay? So the first 50 are going to jump aboard, and that's so we can get testimonials and get people rocking and rolling, do deals, and then move to the next 50 and continue to move forward, right? We still have our one-on-one mentoring program. This is a segue into that. So there's about 10 modules, 8 modules, and then 2 free ones. We also put in there a vault with contracts, agreements, lives, and all that good stuff, past lives. What else? Marketing and things of that nature that you can use to kind of, look at and say, hey, I want this brand. Just put your logos and stuff and figure out your brand, how you want to do your business. But all these things are done. We have some bonuses as well for you. I'm just going to get right into it. Rock and roll together. Let's go ahead and do this. I want to share with you Amp Live TV. That's Amp Live TV. That's real, raw, and obviously standing for the truth. It's the home of the Amp Live Real Estate Show. I'll be your host today for Amp Live and the Amp Live Real Estate Show. A little bit about who I am, obviously. I'm Erick Jimenez. I'm a creative real estate investor and founder of a couple of businesses here, a couple of brands, I should say. I've been doing creative real estate investing for a little bit here as well as just, coaching and mentoring probably for the last maybe decade. And then a decade before that went into business, right? Had a regular job and, corporate gig, salary, raising 3 kids, wife, all that good stuff. And, just decided, got sick and tired of being sick and tired, got a little frustrated, needed something fresh and new. I was already in that other business for about 12, 13 years. Moved up the management into, the corporate ladder and all that good stuff and decided, you know what, I'm going to do this real estate thing. Once I found out that it's real and segued into creative real estate investing, meaning bird dog, wholesaler, fix, flip, buy, hold, subject to lease options. Is this stuff all real? I said, man, my God, is this stuff real? It can't be real, but it is. So, and people are doing it, right? And everybody's doing it to a degree. They're trying to. Only it's not for everybody. So I will caution you there that, or just to being frank and being honest with you, that not everybody's going to make it. It's just the way it is, right? Not everybody has the tenacity. Not everybody's going to show up to the party. The biggest thing is this. The biggest takeaway is just show up to the party, get your mindset rolling, follow directions, right? That's where you got to let the ego go, and you're not going to know it all. You're going to, don't ask, you can. I didn't. I just said, hey, whatever my mentor said to do, I went and did. Of course, I was already educated myself, and the terminology, was already doing deals, was already kind of moving forward and closing deals and had my brand, and spent a bunch of time, 16 months building up my brand and systems and all that good stuff. So, but it's a lot easier now because you got, obviously there's a lot of people coaching and training, but at the same token, they got awesome CRMs now. Before, they're clunky, they're shitty. None of them really work that good. They're still kind of clunky on some of them, but they do their job, right? They're freaking workhorses. And now with AI, it's even easier. All right. So this is a little bit, this is my speaker card there for Americans Helping Americans as the first brand that we actually launched several years ago for our real estate investment business to help our fellow Americans across the United States of America. Just a little history, but it's Americans Helping Americans, one American at a time, one property at a time, one family at a time. Doing our part to get America back on track together with you and others across the United States of America. That's still our cause and mission. It's dear to my heart and dear to our hearts what we do. And we are powered by Amp Live Media, a media broadcasting and marketing company, and VIP Execs Realty, Lending and Investments, and Luxury Properties, a step into excellence. That is on the public sector, okay? So let's rock and roll. Got my coffee here. We're just going to keep it casual, and I'm going to share what's going to transpire. Today, obviously, it's deals and coffee day, right? So there's deals rolling down the wire. There's probates, pre-foreclosures, NODs, NOTs, vacant properties. There's tired landlords going after everything that is distressed, okay? Been talking to a couple of people here and there, and, they're kind of figuring out, well, where do I get my leads? Some are hitting, Facebook Marketplace. Some are hitting real estate agents, on-market stuff. They're hitting, just websites. I'd say, hey, here's a pro tip for you. Grab our Surfing for Deals. It's free. Jump on Craigslist. I know it's old, but guess what? Most people will put their property on there. They're for sale by owners because they can't sell it traditionally, right? They either need what's called money. They need some money. They don't have all the money. And, they'll post it on there thinking, hey, maybe I can get it sold through Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace, right? Or they'll get a flat fee type of brokerage and throw a sign out there. But eventually, and a real estate agent is going to get it sold for them unless an investor comes down the wire and pulls them out of that and buys it from them, okay? So let's keep on rocking and rolling here. We're already, we're already at a good amount of time here, so I just want to move forward and share a couple of things with you for the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. Now, I know this is a little bit weird with the glare and all this good stuff, so hey, we'll go with it. All right, so usually this was at 6 p.m. What I want to do is get in touch with people and they jump on the show. We talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, and all that beautiful, lovely stuff about real estate, their deals, and all that good stuff. If you got software, we'd love to have you on the Amp Live Real Estate Show with us. All you got to do is just apply through a DM or get in touch with us in one capacity or another. So I'm just going to jump right into the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. Right now, obviously, graphics are being built for that and all that good stuff. But this is Amp Live TV. Kind of shared that with you already. And Amp Live TV is going to be it's something that's powered by Amp Live Media, and it's a little bit about everything, right? It's business, entrepreneurism, politics, religion, just life in general. And that's on Amp Live TV. It's on YouTube. You can go subscribe to the channel. Also on that QR code right there, that's the QR code to actually take advantage of the Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. And that's actually, to be honest with you, after putting everything and figuring everything out, after you see what's going on here and what we got here in this program, which is something I'm going to share with you right now. It's the real estate software tech stack, right? This is super important, right? Because you need leads. So let's just get into it, right? Deals and coffee and the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. Our Real Estate Investing Accelerator is very proud of it. It's going to answer a lot of questions with just wholesale and then segueing into creative real estate investing, which is sub-2, seller finance, lease options, right? I'm going to share some lease option magic with you. That's where you can actually get into a piece of property with a minimal amount of dollars, control it, take it over, and then you can either lease it to someone else. It's kind of like a rep, but not really. There's some things in contracts legally that you got to do correctly. I'm going to share that with you. It doesn't matter where you're wanting to go, but this is going to be a program that's going to shave off about 2 to 3 years of your time with spinning your wheels. But let's just get into it. I'm not going to go deep into this because this would be like probably an hour and a half if I went through all these, all the different things that you're going to get with the bonuses that are going to drop with the program. Like I said, it's about 10 modules. Got a vault in there with the contracts, agreements, all the marketing and stuff, including these here, like the real estate software tech stack, right? Now, you don't need 5 or 6, 7 pieces of tech. But although, maybe 3 will work, you can have 5 if you're scaling up, right? But at the end of the day, this is a 7-tool stack powering AHA and Amp Live for Southern California, Texas, and then other mentees throughout the United States of America. Now, what we're using is obviously we're using the CRM. We're using PropStream to go ahead and grab our data. And we're using Skip Butler to go ahead and Skip Trace. You got batch leads as well since they were acquired by PropStream, which they have some good data. But we like Skip Butler's skip tracing is very good. PropStream's data for pre-foreclosure is great. Property Radar, there'll be a few others. So I'm just going to go through this real quick and kind of knock this out so you get a kind of little taste of what's in here. It's going to help you. All right. So obviously this, I'm not going to go through this verbatim. Let me get the juicy parts. So it's usually, this is a soft tech stack, right? PropStream, and I would go with PropLab and then Deal Check, right? That's all you need. And then go with REI Reply. REI Reply is a workhorse, okay? It's a little clunky, but it works like a freaking animal. It just keeps going, right? It does its job. So some of these things we're going to have to, obviously, like I said, it's live. Some of the things we're going to have to change here. I do want to check something out real quick because we got an awesome, badass graphic. Rocking and rolling here. It's looking good. Okay. I just wanted to check that real quick. Thank you. All right. So as we keep moving forward, you obviously need to have deals. So you need data. You're either going to be paying for data. You're going to be running ads. Don't do any of that in the beginning if you're just getting started. If you're moving forward and you already have an established business, then great. What this is for is basically getting started with data. You're going to get some data, obviously, and then you want to work those leads. And I'm going to show you what you need to do when you're working those leads. We'll go from where we at. So check this out. All right. And this is obviously sharing a couple of other tech stacks like Property Radar for you and things of that nature. We've done all the work for you. So you don't have to, look at the good, the bad, and ugly. What CRM do I use? What skip tracing do I use? What dialer do I use? What should I use for text marketing? Right. That's what this is for. Okay. We're gonna curve all that for you. Okay. Like ProLab is pretty awesome, right? Take a look at it to evaluate. It's 60 seconds to evaluate a deal, 94% accuracy. That's part of the tech stack, right? And then obviously, Property Evaluator is good for private money, and Deal Check is good for your ARVs. But I would recommend PropStream, then your PropLab, and then Deal Check. Okay. Now let's check this out. Once you have deals, you pull all your data, you get your data, you skip trace it, and then you got to start working it. Okay. You got to start working your data. So when you're working your data, check this out. That's where this comes in, right? The mission is the submission, okay? The mission is the submission. And what I mean by that is you got to have a lead gen form or some type of script when sellers are calling you or you're calling the sellers. So when they raise their hand and it's in the system, now it's a little bright right here, which is crazy. Right? But when they call or raise their hand and say, yeah, I'm interested, or make me an offer, doesn't matter. Just as long as they raise their freaking hand, you rock and roll, right? You got to take that call, speed the lead. And when you do that, we call it the mission to submission. Some people understand that, some people don't. But when you start stacking those submissions, you know, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you get up to about 20 in a month, you're gonna be writing, all right? Probably you're going to go on maybe 7, 8 appointments, 3 to 4 offers. You're going to get 1 to 3 deals. It's just the way it works. The numbers are the same. They haven't changed very much from last cycle to this cycle. And then even then there's micro cycles in between there, which I'm not going to get into. But check it out. Keep on rolling. We're asking all the right questions. And we're going to go, well, how am I going to do this, right? There's videos. There's going to be scripts. And then we're going to do live calls, right? Once a week, we're going to get in there. You bring in your deals. We're going to evaluate them. We're going to go through them. And our whole goal is obviously to help you get deals, because if you got deals, then we're going to make money, because we're either going to buy them from you or we're going to JV, or you're going to need some private money. It's always tied to something, right? Obviously, or we wouldn't be doing this, right? Nobody does anything for free. It just doesn't work that. This is America. It's a capitalist country. But like right now, it's just for free, right? I'm working with you. I'm going to share this with you. And taking the time. I did some training a couple of days ago, yesterday and today. So definitely take advantage of it when people are doing that, and then look for all the golden nuggets, take them, put them in your business, and rock and roll with them, right? So everything I want to share with you is actually accurate in today's market, and you'll be able to use it in today's market. You'll be able to go into the field and actually use it. If you get stuck, give us a holler, okay? So that's once you do that, you got to be able to get that submission. Once you get that submission, you're going to want to set an appointment. But before you set an appointment, you need to be able to break down that deal, right? And then we have a sub-2 fix and flip calculator. And that's this right here. And we put it together, and it's being modified, and it's continuing to modify it. We got a sub-2 calculator, or I should say sub-2 fix and flip deal evaluator. It's just a little bit longer. I hate the word calculator because it's really not, but it's more like a deal evaluator to kind of share with you if it's a deal or not a deal. Then we have some others for, you know, fix and flip and wholesale and that stuff, but that's going to drop into the program. And then as well as the videos and all that good stuff, we got a sub-2 cold call script, a sub-2 cold call script. Now, this is actually not really a sub-2 cold call script, right? So I probably need to change that. As you know, this is brand new. It's rolling out right now. So, you know, this is more about when someone calls you or you're calling and they raise their hand, then this is what you need to be saying, right? We're going to go with the sub-2 discovery questions. It's a lot quicker and faster, so you get a taste of what this is about. So are you still living there, right? So this is going to actually go through the steps that you need to do. How long have you owned the property? Is there still a mortgage on it? Is it free and clear? Do you know roughly what you still owe on it? You know, and you just keep rocking and rolling all the way through. And, you know, and then get that full submission, right? Once you get that full submission, then you're going to want to do what? You're either going to make an offer if it's super awesome and juicy and they're like ready to roll. Then you make an offer on the phone, get their email and shoot it out. If not, you're going to go belly to belly, because you will get a better deal going belly to belly and working out a deal at their kitchen table. You get to walk the house, you get to take pictures, you get to take the video. So you're assuming the sale, right? You're assuming the sale at the kitchen table when you're sitting there to write that offer. Offer 1, offer 2, offer 3 cash. Don't work. Okay, let's go to sub-2 cash, some cash now, some cash later, right? If that doesn't work, heck, let's do an option. Heck, if that don't work, you need a loan. Heck, if that don't work, let's do a marketing deal, right? We're going to share the Amp Live method and funnel with you. So you shouldn't be walking out that door without anything. You're going to walk out with some type of contract. Of course, you can't win them all unless you got 100% closing ratio, which is just doesn't happen, okay? But let me go ahead and share a couple of things here. That's the sub-2 structure, right? Now, this is based off of property, of a mortgage property, that a sub-2 type of deal. I'm not going to get all the way into this. I'm just going to share some of it with you, right? And when you're looking at the property, how you're walking the property, but this is the art of walking the property. I'm going to share that with you. And this is kind of a micro condensed version of that. But in the training, you're going to see the videos. We're actually going to go through it. We're going to have live calls so you can ask questions. And you understand when you're ready, even if you're ready to go on an appointment, heck, we'll be on the phone with you if that's what we need to do to make that happen. Okay, that's my promise to you. So you want to have some of these things ready: seller equity, gross monthly, net monthly, cash on cash return, max cash to seller if that's the That's the play. And then obviously, you know, we're going to go what's best for you. Most common is yes, some cash plus sub 2. There's also wraparounds, and then obviously just a pure sub 2 where you get them with no money, no cash, no nothing, right? Obviously, these are some of the things that you're going to want to do. You start with what you heard, walk the math simply, show the timeline, present the cash to the seller, disclose, due on sale, and then close, right? That's the whole goal here. So as you're moving forward with this stuff, you know, we're going to be there with you, and we're going to be doing these calls live. And it's going to be about the creative real estate investing, right? Creative real estate investing, how to find those off-market deals so you can rock and roll at the end of the day with the program. So let's get back to the program. It's probably in the chat. I don't think I have anything else that I need to share. Obviously, you do get our resources here for VIP Execs Realty Lending and Investments. So if you need hard money or private money or just traditional lending, awesome. You need to list that property and sell it, awesome, no problem. Let's get down and rock and roll. So we'll move back up here. And I believe it's right here. And we'll go ahead and close this out. I believe that's right there. I'm going to pull this up here. There you go. The Amplified Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. So, you know, right now, I believe for the first 50, it's not 19,000. That's our one-on-one mentoring program, along with Done With You and Done For You. This is obviously going to be like a 6-week program. It's going to shave off 1 to 3 years of spinning your wheels. It's priced at $1,900. It's actually a value of about 12 grand, because there are other programs that charge 5 grand, 7 grand, 8 grand, and you get videos and PDFs in a Facebook group, and that's about it, right? No one's going to work with you. No one's going to, coach you in any manner. You'll have a bunch of live calls and stuff, but it's usually just listening to what's going on, and that's it, like watching videos. This is interactive. You got to show up. It's action based, okay? But at the price point, so you're not going to get in at $1,900, right? Because that's the price we're going to put on it for the $1,900. It's $12,000 is probably what we should be selling it for or taking people in for. Then I said, well, let's do $1,997, and that's probably where it's going to be. But we're going to do one even better for the first 50 people. So the first 50 people are going to be only $147. Now that number is the number. It is what it is. Doesn't even take care of the cost of running the program, any of that stuff, right? It's more of just, hey, the first 50. We're going to give that bonus to everybody. You're going to get all the bonuses. There's going to be a lot more bonuses and stuff that we probably haven't even advertised. So at $147, can't beat it for the first 50. And the reason we're doing that, the reason I'm doing that, so we can get some new testimonials, get some people involved, proof that it's working and rocking and rolling and working with you. And obviously it's going to bring us deals, because everybody usually signs up at the end of the day, brings deals to the table. Then we'll work them. We'll rock and roll together and make some money. And then the next 50 are going to be, the next 50 is $1,997, okay? And then the next 50, it'll just keep going higher and higher until we hit the ceiling, okay? But that's why we're doing it, and that's why we're doing this right now. Full launch is going to be April 30th, which is next Thursday. And by the time the seats run out or if those spots are gone, then, hey, nothing we can do about it. I like to stick to what we're doing. Also believe in customer service and believe in quality of product. And if there's anything that needs to be changed or you have any issues, definitely reach out, touch bases with me or us and the team. It's an open door policy. Scan the QR code right there. It's the QR code that you can scan to lock in, because we're originally going to go at a higher price, because I hate doing the low ticket thing. It's just not worth it for all the headaches that can come with it. But you know what? This is what we're doing for 26 and 27. It's our way of paying it forward and sharing this stuff with you. And getting into it for $147, you can't beat it. I know there's a lot of people this is going to help. There's a lot of people who need this, right? There's a lot of people who need that hand holding and need that personal touch to be able to help them and guide them to what do I do next? Why is this? Why do I need to do this? Right? And it all makes sense. Trust me. And it's not as hard as you think it is. It's going to be very easy. Trust me. Everybody comes aboard our one-on-one mentoring program. Easy peasy. We walk through it. They talk to sellers. A lot of them, say, oh man, why didn't other people tell me this stuff in this other program? Right? Why is this working so quickly when it took me months and nothing happened with this program? But with your program, we're talking to sellers, we're getting deals, and the way you explain stuff is awesome. And that we actually get in there and they get to hear me and download the information into their brain, which is awesome. We're still going to keep that. Okay. for a duration of time. First 50, rock and roll. Call yourself a founder. Second 50, yeah, second 50 people, our batch is going to be a different jam until eventually, yeah, this is just going to be one-to-many. There'll be full-on coaching with interactive mentoring. So that's what I needed to make sure that we're going to keep, because it needs, I believe that's what it needs. Every program needs that, not just other people, because you don't want to have the blind leading the blind and shit happens, a shit show. No, we're going to guide you. We'll move forward. And if it segues into a one-on-one mentoring program, that's what you want to do, then great. If you feel like, man, I got enough value, I'm good, I'll give us a testimonial, rock and roll, stay in touch, sell us your deals, we'll sell you deals, and we'll continue to rock into the future doing business together, okay? But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and toss my mug up here, okay? You can scan that QR code right there. Whoop, take advantage of it. $147. Like I would say 49. I forgot what it was, but 147. Talk me into it. It's crazy. I'm like, no, you're crazy. It's bullshit. But let's do it. 147, first 50. After that, second 50 is going to be $19.97, and then next 50 is going to go even higher. Okay, that's my little thing. Whether it's right, whether it's wrong, I'm not the master internet marketing guy, but that's how I feel. And we might even change it. Right? It might just totally change pricing, or who knows what will happen. There's obviously going to get access to the vault, and that's one of the probably most important things. Right? So let me share a little bit of something on these bonuses with you. I don't think I have them up, but I think I have a image that Mr. Swede just put together. And check it out. You probably can't see it, but yeah, it's going to be for the core offer. It's a guarantee. Close a deal in 90 days to get your money back. No questions asked. Bonus one is going to be a live deal analysis call for the first 25 buyers, right? That actually, first 25 peeps that jump in. And then bonus number two, private community, Discord, Facebook group for accountability. Okay, is what we're going to be using. Bonus number three, motivated seller, script, cheat sheet, PDF, and kind of stuff like I already showed you. That's just, we have the standard one, and then we have the one for sub 2, and any scripts that we have, we're going to give to you and deliver to you. Fast action bonus. Now, for the first 10 people who actually sign up for our first 50, get a one-on-one 30-minute deal review call with you, obviously, right? So I challenge you to start your journey today, one American at a time, one property at a time, one family at a time. We're doing our part to get America back on track. It's the AMP Live American Mentee Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator Program. That's right. First 50 is only $147. Next 50, $19.97. Not $19.97. I've heard people say that. They say, man, come on. I've been watching too many infomercials, right? No, it's $1,997. And even then, that's a drop in the bucket for what you're going to learn. And what you're going to be able to accomplish. Okay, it's real training, real strategies, real results. It's a step-by-step system. It's done with you. We're done with support. We're big on support and exclusive live training. And obviously, our whole goal is to help you find motivated sellers. Right? Make offers with confidence and use creative real estate financing and sub 2 strategies. Creative real estate investing strategies. Okay, and that's how you're going to close deals and get paid. Okay, so that's it. Those are the bonuses that we have. Obviously, far more greater than $150, right? $150. What is that? That's probably a dinner at McDonald's nowadays, right? So there it is. Hopefully you appreciate that. Definitely scan that QR code. We look forward to rocking and rolling with you and working with you. Without further ado, rock and roll in all what you do. God bless you with abundance, prosperity, health, and wealth. We're powered by Amp Live Media, a media broadcasting and marketing company. Our sponsors are VIP Execs, Realty Lending and Investments, and Luxury Properties. Step into excellence. Rock and roll in all what you do. Let's amplify your life. Let's get you rocking and rolling. Opportunities here. Take advantage of it. All right, bye-bye.